Hello everybody, Ditch here, welcome back to the 3 Brits channel. Today I'm bringing you a Titanfall beta video with my opinions and ideas about the game in general. So this map I believe is Fracture, and it's one of the two maps that were available during the beta, and it is an insanely clever level design which makes the game work perfectly. I'm not going to go into graphics and stuff because you can see that from the video whether you like the aesthetics of the graphics or not. That's not for me to decide. People have different opinions about graphics, that's fine. But gameplay wise, this game is fantastic. It's super fast paced, and there's so many levels of gameplay that all together combine to create this super fast, super fun FPS that it really is a good standard of the next gen, sort of next gen consoles and next gen era. So something that I thought was a bit unusual about this game, and I actually thought was a massive sort of turn off in terms of purchasing or not purchasing the game, was the fact that there's bots that, well, I would say bots in indentation marks. Like, they're hardly bots, they're more like minions from a MOBA game like Dota or COD, or not COD, sorry, Dota or LOL or something like that, where they just sort of run around and don't really do much. I've never been killed by a bot ever, and I've played for 3 days before the beta ended. So they work in this game mode which I'm currently playing called Attrition, where the aim of the game is to get the maximum amount of points, and you can get points by killing the grunts or the spectres, which are two types of bots, and by killing enemy players and by killing enemy titans. It's literally like team deathmatch with a point system, and obviously you get less points for killing bots and more points for killing players, as a way to make it so you can't win just by farming the bots, because there is quite a few bots on the map, and so you could just win the game by farming bots if they rewarded a lot of points, but no. And yeah, they work really well in this game mode because they don't get in the way, but also they give you a reason to kill them. So in other game modes like Hardpoint, which is the Domination for Call of Duty players, there seems to be a less amount of bots than in this game mode, which I think is really clever. They haven't just thrown an average amount of bots in each game and expected you to just deal with it. It's a varying amount of bots depending on the game mode, and that works really well. Now you can see here I'm spawning in as a Titan, which has this coolest spawn animation possibly ever. And right here, these are some bots I'm just mowing down. They die very fast, and so that's another reason why they're so good, is that they don't take a while to kill. They're not like a nuisance that you have to go out of your way to kill. You can just shoot them 2 bullets, they're gone. And so they work really well. But yeah, Titan on Titan combat is absolutely great fun. Here you see I'm in a 2v1 situation, but by using the spacebar and sort of jumping, almost like sliding out of the way, I was able to almost get out of his range and get myself in a better tactical position. Here you go, doomed that Titan there, and there's one Titan left. Now, each Titan gets a special ability which you get by pressing F on the PC, and so on my one is this multiple array of rockets that fire like almost like a machine gun, and you get a Q, which is almost like I'm trying to think of what it's like. See that little shield that Titan pop there? It's what it is. So I've got one as well, and it's like a secondary ability almost, where you can have things that make you reload your F ability faster, things like that. So see, this vortex shield here catches any incoming projectiles and bullets and missiles, and literally you grab them in the air and you can fire them back in any direction that you want. And so it's a really cool feature to the Titan on Titan gameplay. So it's not just like I shoot you, you shoot back at me. It's I shoot you, you shoot at me, I capture your bullets, throw them back at you, and then just wreck you. And it adds another level to the Titan gameplay. You can see here that I'm actually getting quite a few kills on enemy players, who are also called pilots in this game, just by sort of sitting in my Titan and staying in an area where they can't jump on me. Now you might think, oh, that looks really overpowered, you know, he's getting loads of kills and his Titan's not taking any damage. Well, it all depends on how you play your Titan. The enemy team could easily have killed me by now. Each player is equipped with a anti-Titan weapon that's permanent. That you don't have to swap that out for a secondary weapon. You always have one. That's number 3 on the keyboard. and here you can hear and see rodeo attack. So eventually one of their team decided, oh, you know what, it's time to get rid of this guy, and so he jumped on top of me and started to destroy me. And it's just as easy as that, really. If you wanted to destroy me, they could have done it ages ago. But because I was able to stay in a good position, open position, where it was difficult for him to sort of climb onto me, I was able to stay alive for a while longer. Now here you can see that agility and movement is a key part of the game there. That little spar there almost. He was jumping around the whole time I was jumping around, and unfortunately he had the Lockon Pistol, which meant that he was able to get an advantage over me. Something I definitely thought, which I want to clear up, the Lockon Pistol is not bullshit, I promise you. Playing a lot with it, I can tell you that I don't even think it's that good. I do not like using it. There are some people who do obviously like using it and who it works really well for, but for me, did not suit my playstyle at all. Did not go well. You have to aim, especially on actual players, for quite a long time before the lock-on happens. Bots is really fast, really quick aim. Good for a game mode like Attrition, where you have to kill a lot of bots. That's fine. But for PvP, where you're killing real players, it just doesn't work. It's so slow, and it does take more than one shot to the head for real players. And I prefer using a carbine or an SMG or a sniper. But you know, if you would like a playstyle where you have a cloak and you run around and you lock on to play people and assassinate them, that's fine. That's your playstyle, and it's a cool playstyle as well. I did it for quite a few games, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. I couldn't get into using the gun, and so I didn't really end up using it a lot. Now, the weapons in the game, in the beta anyway, weren't super varying. There was a assault rifle, which you can see me using here, which is one of the default classes because this is my first ever game, remember. There's an assault rifle, an SMG, not a carbine, an assault rifle, an SMG, a sniper rifle, varying numbers of pistols, the smart rifle, which is the smart pistol, which is the lock-on pistol, and altogether there wasn't a hugely varying amount of weapons, but I'm sure in the full release of the game there will be. The weapons all seemed very well balanced. There was no OPness, like the SMG wasn't really good. I found that the SMG had a lot of drop off over longer ranges, whereas the carbine's slower fire rate meant that in a close quarters combat it wasn't as good as the SMG, and so they balanced it really well. And depending on the map or depending on the playstyle, you could easily choose a weapon which would suit the game better. Another element about this game which I absolutely love is the parkour, and it's not like a gimmick where, oh, you can do this and it's just a cheesy way of getting across the map which doesn't actually add an element to the gameplay. It's a really cool method of adding diversity to what would otherwise be quite a bland FPS with just mechs in it. The parkour adds a whole other dimension of gameplay, and you can see you can use it the whole time. Every single map is designed to allow you to jump around and wall run and hop off of ledges, and the whole game works really, really well within context of each other. It's a really well balanced game, really, really well polished, and for a beta it was incredibly fun. I really recommend any of you guys who are thinking about buying the game, just buy the game. It's worth it. It's one of those games. It would be, as some people say, a COD killer, where, you know, it's just gonna, even though it may not competitively do as well as COD, it's just a game where it's so fun, you just can't stop playing it. And the fact that you can just do anything, hop in giant mechs, wall run, you know, it's just insanely fun, and I really recommend anyone, even if you don't buy it, just get to play it for at least an hour or two, just to get a feel for the game, and hopefully it will change your mind. But yeah, thanks a lot guys, you've been watching this video on the 3 Brits channel, my quick overview of the Titanfall beta. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. More Race for Wall tournament videos coming up soon from Tonko. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.